Cześć Enrico!
Cześć Macie.
It's Polish, hello!
I guess so.
Nice to see you. New day, new learning. Today I have something special for you because I want to put AI on our table once again, but this time I'm gonna present you a tool which completely changed the way I'm working with code. And this is something I'm using since couple months already. And to be honest, I was thinking everyone is using this these days. And of course, I'm talking about GitHub Copilot tool. But recently, I actually discovered that this is not like everyone is using this. During one of my family meetings, I was talking with two other developers and they were just asking me about, okay, what is this about? Like, how are you using this? So I decided it is definitely worth presenting this tool because this is not the one you should ignore being as a programmer. So this is GitHub Copilot, as I said. This is AI developer tool. And what's this all about? They used to say that they are the world's most widely adopted AI developer tool, of course. But for me, I guess we can think about it as like intelligent code completion, like 2.0 or even 10.0 or 10.0 plus, whatever it will be. I think at this moment you or maybe other people can think like, yeah, but I probably can use it because I was one of this skeptic person on the beginning, thinking about like many stuff. So let's go to their page and let's try to find simply some answers for these doubts and questions. So first thing is pricing. So maybe your company wants to pay for that, maybe not. If not, this is how much you need to pay for that. This is what I'm doing for myself. $10 per month if you are paying yearly. It's really not a huge amount of money. And, they don't have any limits. So if you compare this to any like ChatGPT or whatever, you can produce as many code and as many prompts as you want, and it still will be covered by this money. And then what also bothers me and bothers maybe a lot of other people is, okay, what about the privacy? Will someone use my code to, learn their models and so on and so forth? So we already have even like, a question about that. No, GitHub Copilot does not use prompts or suggestion to train AI models, whether they store your data and other stuff. So I don't want to like go through all of that. I recommend you to just use this page. I will send you a link later in the description. But in general, they collect some personal data, but this is anonymous data about rather like when you are clicking, what to do, like in which situation we deliver you a prompt. What do you do with this prompt, but not the prompt itself, like what, not like the part of the code that they propose to you, and not the code. I mean, they keep this, but for very short amount of time. So you can read about this more. And whether you can use it or not, of course, it depends on your company. Finally, I will not tell you. You should probably get this information in your company. But what I discovered is that actually it is not super bad thing. It's not like your code will leak somewhere and everyone will use it. And nowadays also like this code is not so secret anymore. I mean, if whatever you are writing at your company, but it's probably not that you are developing the new graphic card algorithms, either like websites, stuff like this. It's really not super valuable if someone will get the piece of this code, but still it's not what GitHub is doing here. So I can tell you that this is like a lot of AI power at your hands. I can tell you that it is integrated with all of your programming tools, whatever you are using, IntelliJ or VS Code or whatever else. It is really easy to find a plugin for that. It's blazingly fast. So let's forget about like waiting for the proposal. I will show you this in a minute. And what I like the most is it's just following you. You don't need to do anything just to use this. So let's give it a shot. Instead of talking too much, I prepare a project. It's out there. I will tell you, this is the project, which is just working. We will take a look at the code. I'm not gonna go through all of this. So the content of the project is just TypeScript repo with Vite, React, and Tailwind. Tailwind just for simplification. Vitess plus testing library on board. And if we will just take a look, this is our first thing we want to add to our application. So let's add some dialogue to this using, of course, the support of our new friend, which is GitHub Copilot. So first thing I will show you, this is my plugin. I can just disable it. So if I will just click on it and say disable, it will not help me. Other than that, it's just enabled. So it will just help me once I will start any code. So let's start with some button. It's a React code, nothing very fancy. Let's put some button here, which we will call maybe open dialog or whatever it is. And by doing this, I also want to put some dialog somewhere. I don't have it yet, so let's create a new component for that. And we will create a completely new file, like dialog. It's a TS6 file because I'm using TypeScript here. And if I will start just making, okay, so this is my new dialog I want to build. It already proposed me. So this is GitHub Copilot. You can see that I already have some line here. Okay, what should I do more? I don't know. But GitHub is thinking for me, GitHub Copilot, and it already proposed me some code. Like, maybe let's do this. I don't know. I can try. But I'm not quite happy with that because I was thinking actually that I will steer with my dialog a little. So I would like to have like maybe, you know, some open. Yeah, it already proposed me more. Okay, so you probably want like another model of dialog. Let's put some more props on this. Yeah, something like that. Let's say. Okay, so if this is like that, maybe you should rather use something like this. I'm also not very happy with that because I would like to have, actually, I would maybe write my own props. Yeah, it already, you see, that was it. This is Copilot. All I need to do to accept this proposal is to click tab on my keyboard, and I already have this. Yeah, so this is what I would like to say. These are my props. Let's use these props. And once again, what do you propose me? Because I would like to set whether it's open. So maybe even start here. I want to say, let's import this. I would like to say that whether it's open or not here. So I'm creating a new state like, you already know what I need somehow, magically, of course. Yeah, thanks, please. Then I will just say, you know, if it's open, whether it's open, and just on click, what should you do? Set open, right? So sometimes it doesn't produce me the help when I'm just inside of the line. I guess it's some shortcut for this, but I didn't check it to produce it. But you know, since I'm a developer, I really don't need it. I can write whatever I need. So let's return to our dialog now. And now, having all of this, Copilot, what do you suggest? What should we do here, actually? So I'm just removing this irritating stuff because it's just thinking step by step. And okay, this is the only moment when you can see him waiting for something because, you know, it's producing a lot of code, right? For me, it's even like a little too much because he produced some, you know, transitions, added some comments for that. I don't think we need so much. So just, you know, I don't care about that. I will remove this. But this is the only moment when you wait for something because it was a lot of code. Usually it's only like super easy. But you see, he already understood that, you know, I will open just by this props, stuff like that. I don't even know whether this code is working. Let's give it a shot. Something is working, right? We don't have any children there. So maybe let's put something like, I don't know, some content. We also should say something on close, right? Because that, sorry, that was our probe as well. So let's put set open to false, right? And then, yeah, we already have some, okay, maybe for this content also, let's put some paragraph. So it's some content. And probably text somewhere is white because I don't see anything. So maybe let's make it's a tailwind here. So I can just easily say, I don't know, text black. Yeah. So if you have some knowledge what could go wrong, you see that actually you have something pretty working. And it's even, oh, sorry, if I click here, you see this is, it somehow handle my on close there. And it's just like the way how you can write a dialogue from scratch. Now, was that fast for you?
I mean, it was fast,
I
right?
think
Like
it's way
we,
faster than doing
yes,
this from scratch, right?
yeah, indeed. We felt it was a bit slow because had to wait these few seconds, but come on, it was fast, much faster than I had to write the code my own.
Is that how you should solve this problem? I mean, the dialog problem. Probably no, because we have way better tools. There are a lot of like gotchas here. Like for example, some accessibility. You should use stuff like, I don't know, headless UI, stuff like this. This is not how you should build everything, but it is, only to show you how it works, how helpful it could be, right? Now, let's add something more to this. Let's say that we want to have some random numbers in this dialog. So I will just copy this piece of code I have here. So let's put some new component here instead of this children. Sorry, not here. Let's say that I want to display some maybe lucky number. So it's like lucky number. Okay, so we want to have another lucky number component. Yeah, it's like this. And let's say we will just, I guess he already know. I wanted just to say that we will just present your lucky number is, and yeah, it's this. Of course, this is not my number. Let's say that I want to have like random number every single time. So this is just the short, comment about what kind of function I want to write. I'm just going there. He's just proposing me how I can start writing my function. So yeah, I want to do this. I'm not sure why it proposed me to be this like another comment. Maybe he thinks that I'm only commenting here. Not, I just want to have a function here. So yeah, the whole function is there just because I just described it, right? What I don't like about this function is that I usually use another function style, like, for example, the father style. So, okay, there are a couple of things I can do about that. I can remove this and let's say arrow function. And then immediately he should understand, okay, this is probably the arrow function, right? So let's get it. Or also, what I really appreciate about GitHub Copilot is that it understands your style. So if I will use some function arrow style someone in before, like for example, let's say this is my function, then immediately, sorry, without even this arrow function here, you should understand that, okay, this is usually how you write your functions, right? So this is not the problem to switch between different code bases, different projects. It's not like it remembers something about you. It only remembers about your current like scope. So here you are keeping this convention, I will keep it for you. So this is very, very handful. Okay, so let's use this as it is first. I will remove this. I will get this random number and I will just put it here like that, of course. And then every single time, okay, it's between some min and max. So let's say that my lucky number is between 0 and 9. And now I need to import it. And boom, every single time when we open the dialog, we have some random number, right?
This is insane, my friend. I love it.
Okay, so as you see, it removes this I need to focus moment. So whenever, of course, what I'm showing you here is a little artificial, but when I'm just in the code, and you always have like this moment, okay, what I should do, and then immediately you have a proposal. Maybe it is what you would like, and in 95%, it is exactly what you would like do right now. So it is very, very good. What about, for example, copy to clipboard? I will show you very shortly that if I will start writing something like this, I will not implement this, all of that, but let's say that I will say const copy to clipboard. Yes, some text. Then it will just give me, something. I would need to go to internet and find this, right? Because I don't remember stuff like this just out of my mind. But here I have it. So you don't even need to Google anymore. You don't need to leave your tool every single time to find some necessary information. Is it more? It's way more. Whenever it's testing, whenever it's like you can switch between different languages, different technologies, different libraries. It's not a problem for GitHub Copilot. So let's try it out if you didn't do this so far.
I have to. I really have to, my friend. It's there since a while that I want to do it. and I keep on postponing this moment, but I need to be doing. It's fun because just yesterday I've been showing ChatGPT to my mother that she didn't even knew what it was. And when I showed her, stop using Google. I said, ChatGPT is now your source. It's going to be much more context aware, and it's going to really reply to your answer. And this is for coding. So it's insanely good. Thank you, Maciej. This is just skyrocketing our capabilities. Don't, the only thing I want to share with people is don't have pride on your skills. Like this is your pairing partner. You need to be resourceful, and this is a resource that you cannot leave aside. It's going to make you a faster and better developer. So wow.
Exactly.
Thank you,
That was super pleasure to share this with you. And
it was.
See you next time.
Ciao.
Ciao.